Well, hello there and welcome to Citizen Sports, the digital edition. My name is Wahiga Mwara. Always a pleasure to have you, and let's get started. Now, the football wars in Kenya have gone a notch higher, with the governing body, FKF, going to court to stop the Kenyan Premier League matches from going on. The first round saw 7 matches played, but it will be another at least 14 days before the next match actually kicks off. FKF on February the 20th obtained a court injunction from the High Court barring the Kenyan Premier League from hosting or commencing with any matches in the league parallel to the Football Kenya Federation League. The Kenyan Premier League, the Football Referees Association and Sports Kenya, who own stadiums in Kenya, were named as the defendants. While all this is going on, FKF has deregistered the clubs in KPL, including football giants in Kenya, AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia.
Doesn't even go for it. Maya pick it up again. And out on the left side. The left foot cross, it's in the net. It's sheer hard work, Gor Mahia. And a little ball that has gone to Olunga.
Well, certainly waiting for the day when we'll have good news regarding Kenyan football. But we now cross the borders where Manchester City will be looking for revenge against Barcelona, who knocked them out of the last season's last 16 with a 4-1 aggregate score. This match will also be significant for Luis Suarez, who could be playing his first match in England since leaving Liverpool to join Barcelona in the summer. Manchester City striker Wilfred Bony could also make his first start for the hosts, while Yaya Toure is out on suspension. Both teams are in good form in their respective leagues, making this encounter a potentially exciting one. Now, meanwhile, the last time Juventus made it to the last 8 of the Champions League was in the year 2006, with their attempts to do so last year proving futile. The Serie A leaders, who looked to be on course for a 4th successive title, struggled in the group stages this season before finishing second behind Atletico Madrid to qualify for the last 16. In contrast, Germany's Borussia Dortmund are running for the 3rd year after losing only 1 match to finish ahead of Arsenal in the group stage. Their Bundesliga fortunes have been less impressive this season, although 3 successive league victories have lifted them out of the relegation zone after their worst ever start to a season. Right, well, those matches will be taking place tonight. 2 Champions League matches to be looking out for. If you're not able to watch them, make sure you catch Citizen Sports, the digital edition, tomorrow for all the highlights. But elsewhere, the World Cup should not take place in May. At least this was according to a report tabled by a FIFA task force that instead proposed November and December as the only possible options for the 2022 tournament. Qatar's bid proposed a summer tournament, but temperatures in the Gulf state are believed to pose a potential risk to players' health. The other possible dates of a January-February would clash with the 2022 Winter Olympics. However, a Winter World Cup would also be problematic, and here's why. Not only for European League schedules, but also for the Africa Cup of Nations scheduled for January 2023 in Guinea. Well, time now to take a break from football, and 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso is making a solid recovery 2 days after his crash in Formula 1 testing. His McLaren team also revealed that he had undergone a thorough and complete analysis, and the results were completely normal. Now, no decision has yet been made on his participation in the 3rd and final round of preseason testing, which begins later this week. The Formula 1 kicks off on the 15th of March in Australia before crossing over to Malaysia. Well, you want to pay particular attention to this next story because mention the word marathon and it is more likely to conjure images of Kenyans, Ethiopians and North African athletes battling it out over a 42-kilometer course. But that will not be the case in April in North Korea, where fears about the spread of Ebola has been given as the reason why foreign runners have been banned from this international marathon. North Korea's borders have been closed to foreign tourists since last October for fear the virus might spread, and it imposed a 21 strict quarantine for foreign workers and diplomats who have been told to stay in embassy compounds. Pyongyang, the isolated and secretive country's capital, has held an international marathon most years since 1981. Foreign amateurs were allowed to compete for the first time last year.
기여하리라는 확신을 표명했습니다. 이어
Roger Federer eased to a 16th consecutive victory over Russia's Mikhail Yuzny to begin his quest for a 7th title at the Dubai Tennis Championships yesterday. The Swiss world number 2 looked revitalized during a 6-3, 6-1 stroll, his first competitive match since a surprise third-round defeat by Andrea Seppi at the Australian Open. Joining the 33-year-old in the second round of the high-profile event was Denis Istomin, who removed struggling 5th seed Ernest Gulbis 7-5, 6-2. Well, we wind up with news from the Cricket World Cup, and Chris Gayle, the West Indies opening batsman, hit a World Cup first double century as he scored 215 runs in a Group B match against Zimbabwe. Gayle hit a massive 16 sixes in 147 balls before he was caught out in the last over. His mark of 215 eclipses that of South African Gary Kirsten of 188 scored against the United Arab Emirates at the 1996 World Cup. Gayle's previous best was 153. West Indies set a massive target of 372 runs for Zimbabwe.
Ow. Oh. And that's the record. That is the highest partnership in ODI history. Now belongs to Chris Gayle and Marlon Samuels.
Well, that's all we had time for today right now on Citizen Sports, the digital edition, but we'll do this again later. My name is Wahiga Mwara. Enjoy the rest of your day.